Ladies and gentlemen, what's up guys, it's James from Keeping It Anime here, and today we'll be going into the Arc 5 story mode on Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. And the reason as to why I'm doing Arc 5 is simply because, hold on, just gotta switch the screens over, it's simply because although this series lacked a bit in story compared to the others, it made up for it in terms of characters and archetypes. And quite personally, I like all of them in terms of archetypes and characters from this show. So I just thought it'd be a bit of fun to do so. Now, I have done this one, which is just a tutorial. It's pretty boring. So, let's do it. Right, so I think we're meeting Shingo here. After defeating Sledgehammer, Yugioh was made popular than ever. Yugioh, who are you? Oh, merely one big fan. Precise. Yeah, cool. Sawatari. Shingo. Why do I think of Shingo? I will be using the story mode decks to kind of keep it a bit like the story. So, it's always nice to kind of do that. But if you guys want me to start using my own decks and to try and build my own, then let me know in the comments down below. Because there's so many cards in this game and I reckon it'll be quite fun. Although looking at this hand's nowhere near fun. And if I remember correctly, Yugioh doesn't get anything. Yugioh doesn't actually get any sort of any decent cards for quite a while. So Odd Eyes Beast Dragon, Odd Eyes Raging Dragon, Galaxy Eyes, not Galaxy Eyes. Wait, why is he using my card? I am playing with Yugioh, aren't I? Yeah. It's been a long time, guys, since I've watched Arc 5, and to be honest, I didn't actually watch the start of Arc 5. Fun fact. So, yeah, I didn't actually watch the start of Arc 5. I think I started it when, oh, when was it? I think it was just around the tournament arc. But I saw the first battle between Yugioh and Reiji. I remember that. I remember watching the... It was when they had the people from the posh school, the institute, where they had to face the school. That's, I think, when I first started to watch it. But you know what? I can't do anything with this hand. I think I might lose the first battle. Now, I don't think I'll get through the whole entire story in one episode. This might be broken up into 3 parts. And if you want me to do the reverse duels, then I'll look into doing that as well after I've done the normal. But seriously, Yugioh, your deck needs some improvement. Like, have a Giant Stone Soldier or Mystical Elf or something in there. Or hey, even a Sagi the Dark Clown would help you. Nope, instead you got this. Your opponent cannot target insane monsters for attack. Great. Except this one. Brilliant. This card gets a special summon if you have one. Right, so this is a duel that I meant to lose because honestly, I'm getting level 1s. It's horrible. Oh, blimey! You contribute 2 months of it. Well, that's friendly. I've lost. Because now he goes into the main phase. Christ. I'm gonna need a drink after that. Right. Sawatari is meant to be a pushover. Come on. Right, as we transition into that one, make sure you answer the question of the day, which is, what is your favourite archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh? So if you played the card game or if you just watched the series, there we go, this looks like a nicer hand. Then there are plenty of archetypes to speak of. Now, I want to know from you guys, what are your favourite archetypes? So, do you like Red Eyes, Blue Eyes, Dark Magician? Do you like the Entertainers? Galaxy Eyes? You know, all of those. Right, so that monster there's got a scale of 4. Scale of 4, no point doing that. Now, for me personally, the archetype that I prefer most of all would probably be the... I'm trying to think how to pronounce the name of them now. Tardia, is it Startelia Knights? Before the end of this video, I'll get the deck that I use and basically show you. But basically, it's a deck where you can search, you can deal damage, you can special summon from your graveyard. It's a brilliant deck, especially if you want to also add cards from your deck into your hand and graveyard to your field. It's a really good deck to use. And for me, I find it really fun. If you played the last Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, then you know it's the archetype that Yugioh from the Arc 5 series used. So, there's that. Was that really worth it? Was that worth it? Dealing 500 points of damage to me just for that? Right, well I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put 1 for 1, put Odd Eyes into the graveyard. I'm gonna get you out. I forgot what his ability was. Then I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna summon the what do you call it? Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Then let's do some damage to him. Come on, Sawatari. Let's take you down. Right, so not quite finished him off yet, but next turn should be the end of him. Gonna pendulum summon again, but what he pendulum summons won't really matter too much. Unless that face down card there is polymerization, not polymerization, god that wouldn't do anything to us would it? Mirror Force, then we don't need to worry. Fire Darts. Is he using a burn deck? Okay, so at the moment he's revealed one of his face downs that he put down, which is Fire Darts. We're not worried by that. What I will do is, I will summon this monster, simply because, just so I can secure the win. We'll kill him with a bug. This character, he ain't that important. This bug that I just killed him with is more important than this character in the series. I know some people like him. Way to go, you, yeah? You won the duel, but you still lost the pendulum cards. And that's why the mysterious figure swooped in to snatch Yugioh's card back from Sawatari. Let that be a lesson. Let that be a lesson to you. Yugioh rules and boys drool. What? Okay, cool. So Sora comes in. Basically, it's a moral of that. Yeah, so this is where I would have started to come into the series. So we've got some hot shots from the school. Oh, we got yugioh as well. Okay. Now that is probably one of my favourite cards. Dark Rebellion. And it works well with the deck I was saying that I like to use. So I think this guy that I'm facing now uses Exceeds. And again, guys, if you want me to actually read and voice the stories, then that's something you're going to have to let me know down in the comment section below. I know it'll make the video a lot longer, but I'm happy to do that if you guys are willing to put up with my annoying voices. Oh, this is not a good deck. Exceed Sogan. No, maybe not. Right, so we'll do this then. Little donkey on the dusty road. Right. We'll summon this guy. I think, if I'm correct, they should lose attack points. Yep. And then we'll attack them. That helps us out if there's ever any Exceed summoning that happens. What are you getting rid of? Okay, I'm not too worried about that. That would just turn monsters into defense mode if they attacked a performant monster, which they're not, so... we'll bring him back out. Why not? I think that lowers his attack again. Yep, so now even that can kill him. Right, now I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm not actually the most adverse when it comes to the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. I've recently started to get back into the card game, but it's one of those ones that I'm not too familiar with in terms of sort of what's good, what's bad. Just things like that really, because I just use what look cool. If it looks fun to use, then I'll use it. That's how I play it. But I know there's lots of different complicated ways and metas. I'm more of a Cardfight Vanguard player. That game does have quite a lot of strategy involved and it is very fun. But Yu-Gi-Oh is a lot more complicated and, in my opinion, a bit more expensive. I could be wrong by that though, but that's just the vibe I get. Right, so we're going to use Swords of Revealing, right? Just so I can try and stall out to get a Pendulum monster. Fire Formation. Yikes. Okay, so it's going to exceed summon. We know that's a gimmick. I don't actually know what these cards do, so that's one of the fun things about playing these type of games. Like for myself, where I'm not a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player, I don't know what most of these cards do. So while I'm playing it, it's actually really fun to kind of speculate. So I'm going to use that. Use another one of these swordfish to lower his monster's attack. So next turn I should be able to get Odd Eyes out, and that should be enough to take down that Exceeds monster, and then I should be able to take out the rest of his monsters following. Now I'm probably going to do what I always do in these type of games and try to explain how I'm doing things, and then it's going to go horribly wrong because my plans never work. See, technically that can't be Odd Eyes, so I'm still good. Right, so attribute and to get Odd Eyes out, and then watch him just have Mirror Force here, because, you know, Mirror Force is broken. So we destroyed the Exceeds monster, and I didn't read the effect. See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean by having a plan, saying it out loud and it going completely wrong. Ouch. I think I might be in trouble. I'm definitely in trouble. Okay, yeah, so there's no way I survived that, that turn. So we'll try again. I just imagine now the comment section just telling me off about every bad move that I'm doing. This game does have actually a few bugs. Like for example, if you've got a monster out, or you go to summon a monster and you don't want to summon it, you kind of have to. I guess that's the unfortunate thing about this. When you've what do you call it? When you get it from the Japan store early. Right, awesome. Got rid of the Haunted. We summon one of these fellas. So we always know what that does. Okay, fine, so we're losing some life points next turn, but that ain't a hassle. That ain't a problem. Fire formation. We did that last turn. Wasn't really paying attention as to what he was doing. So you can add a level to a monster, so he's going to bring out a level 4 Exceeds monster. Wait, they both have the same skill? Right, so it's probably really too early to use this card. I'll go use it anyway. Right, so then we place you into the pendulum scale. I'll normal summon you there. Get off an attack. End our turn. The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm pretty sure that I can activate Odd Ice's effect and add Time Gazer Magician to my hand, which then means I can bring Odd Eyes out next turn because I can edit the pendulum scale. So that makes it super duper dandy. Although he's probably gonna OTK me now. Computer's starting to panic. Wait, oh, that does level 5 is this monster again. I hope he just uses all of his overlay units and just Right, so we'll put down 2 Odd Eyes, which should attack him twice, which he'll use one of his overlay units, and then he'll probably use the second overlay unit. Oops, pause the game. And he should be left with none. And then next turn, I can use one of the Odd Eyes to destroy that monster, and then the other Odd Eyes to attack him and deal him damage. That's my plan here. Whether or not that's going to work, I don't really know. So I'm going to try it and see how it goes. Okay, right, so he didn't want to do it that way. That's fine. I can live with that, that's cool, it's good. Maybe it was once per turn, I didn't read the card. I didn't read the card last time, which made me lose. Right, so the same as last time, which I think we get double damage now because of the effects of Time Gazer Magician and Stargazer Magician. I do wish there was a way to skip these cutscenes. So if we do double damage, that should be 6, 12. That might actually do it. He might be left with 100 life points, which would be really annoying. Yeah. It's going to leave him with 100 life points, which is really quite unfortunate, but right, so we won that one. Basically, what happened on that last turn, the computer just kind of knew that he had lost and didn't summon anything. So I didn't think it was worth making you guys sit through that. So all I have to do is attack directly with odd eyes. And now we're using Julia versus Zuzu. Now, I absolutely love Gem Knights. Gem Knights is one of my favourites. They're not my favourite, but when playing Duel Links, I always try and use a Gem Knight deck if I can, unless obviously there's a certain requirement for the tasks. I always try to use a Gem Knight deck to do it, because it's just a really fun deck to use. And when I watched the anime, I really did like it. So this duel should be super fun. Right, I think Yuzu uses a fairy type deck, judging by that Valhalla card. Yikes. Calm down, calm down. Calm down. Who hurt you? She's trying to OTK me. Does she think she's Yusaku? Girl, you're not a playmaker. Ah. I guffed up. Oh, I should have took that attack and then used it. Well, I might as well save myself the life points, I suppose, by putting it in defense mode. But that was really unfortunate because I totally didn't want to do that. What I should have done was I should have took that 31 hit, and that would have been safe from this 21 damage. Although I still take an extra 1,000 in the long run, it works out a little bit better. Why can't I summon it? That card says I can't summon a card. Right, so because I was dumb again and didn't read the card properly, I couldn't actually summon a monster, which meant I was going to take well over the amount of life points I had left, so, you know, cut your losses. That's what I did. Ooh, that is a nice card. Put that down and hopefully it doesn't get destroyed. I forgot I gotta play it now that I decided to try and play it. Right, this time we're gonna actually get it done properly and better and hopefully not lose. Right, so she can't do a massively great turn like last time. That's always super useful. I'm going to three-way summon simply because I've got a Fragment Fusion in my hand. And Fragment Fusion is a brilliant card to use when you're in a bind. And quite a lot of times, the Gem Knights have good offensive power. As well as the fact is, one card that I struggled against last duel, I had 3,100 attack points. Oh. This one obviously has less, has a little bit more. So hopefully if she gets that card out, we should be able to not get destroyed by it. But if we can't, we use Fragment Fusion again, and that saves us because we've got an extra Gem Knight in our graveyard. So this card gets 100 power by every Gem Knight in the graveyard. And I will admit, Yuzu as a character for me in Arc 5 was actually one of the better females that we've had throughout the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise. I would put her probably in my top 3. Yeah, I'd put her in the top 3. Quite possibly 3rd. But even so, that's still pretty good. I just find her character did a bit more than most of the others. So for example, if you look at, wait, that's Serena's card. So if you look at characters like Taya from the original, she didn't really do a lot apart from friendship speeches. You've got Alexis from GX. Now she did quite a bit more in terms of dueling, but again, she wasn't that great as my game froze. Okay guys, so my video actually froze, like the game kept sort of pausing and crashing slightly, not really sure why, and when I came to edit it, it was just a big jumble and a big mess, nothing made sense, things were out of place slightly, so I thought I might as well just redo the duel. Now I did actually complete it, but just so you guys actually have the duel still, I want to just do it again, and you never know, a better play might be made or something. So I think before the video cut out last time, I was talking about my views on the females in Yu-Gi-Oh. So for the most part, Alexis, I think I got to Alexis at this point. She was a pretty decent character. She had some good duels. But then towards the end of GX, she kind of went off the rails, as in not much was done with her character. Now in terms of Akiza from 5Ds, you know, Aki in the subbed version, she's one of my favourite. So it's quite hard to, you know, downgrade the character because she's got so much personality. She uses a brilliant deck type. Black Rose Dragon is one of my favourite synchro cards. I just love the card, it's brilliant. Character-wise, she has some good development, and she does have some pretty interesting duels in the first half of the series. So, you know, so 5Ds did well with their female. Luna as well. Luna was a good character. I like Luna. And then we have Zexal. Zexal. Right, so Zexal is another one of those weird funny ones. In a way that basically the main female didn't do anything. Like really, I can't think of anything that she did. I don't think she dueled. She might have dueled once, if that. And then we go to Arc 5, which is Yuzu. Yuzu is pretty decent in my personal opinion. She has some fantastic duels, good dialogue. For the most part, she has decent story. I personally like Yuzu as a character. I think she did a good job for what she had. Although towards the end of the season again, she did kind of fall into the background a little bit. And then we have what is known as probably one of the best females in Yu-Gi-Oh! And that is Aoi's Aizen from Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains. Her character development and her duels have been astonishing. And I can't, I can't downgrade or default or, say anything bad about Aoi's character. So far, she's been brilliant. And hopefully throughout Brains they keep that up. Right, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually win it. No, I can't win it this turn because maths is bad. Really? Call it the Haunted again? Well, we'll get rid of that. I'll tell you what. One thing about ban lists, which are pretty good, is that you have that for a reason. You have a ban list for a reason. And the fact that cards are limited, it's great, because you don't get spammed by it. But this game doesn't have that, I don't think. So Monster Reborn and Call of the Haunted, everything is spammed. It's okay when I do it, or when you do it. But when a computer does it, it's just horrible. Okay, so they're just prolonging the inevitable. Or not. Ouch. Is that gonna... Oh, I hope she doesn't summon another monster. Oh, what is my luck? Right, this time lucky. I don't know what account it is. I really don't. Well, I actually have polymerization. Like, that sounds completely dumb. But I did not think I had polymerization. Right, so I summon first and then use that card because if you've watched the video all the way through, you'll find out that I used that card earlier and I didn't actually connect with my attack because I couldn't summon a monster, so I lost. Right, let's see if this works. Bring the big guns out. Bring the power. Right, now hopefully that's not what I think it is. No, it's not. Good. Right, I thought this monster here would actually be the monster that is attached to your opponent's monster, and after a couple of turns it explodes. I would be well upset if that was the case. Right. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let's see if it keeps up. I doubt it will, because this game really does not want me to complete this mission on camera. Oh, thank God! I thought it froze again. Damn it! I was thinking, is it going to have high attack power? These cards normally have high attack defense power. I was thinking that it probably would. Oh, she gets that card back out again. It was just my luck. I'm not wearing my Toma uniform, so it shouldn't have bad luck like he does. Right, in the long run, I don't know if that was actually worth it. I was actually just doing skills, thinking I knew what they did, but actually not really realising what they actually did. But it seems like the field's clear, so... Hey. Oh, of course, she gets one of them out. Right, hopefully she's on the defensive. And hopefully she doesn't have Mirror Force. If she has Mirror Force, I'm going to be upset. So I'll summon this monster. Is this game? Is this game? That's it, right, we did it. Well, that's what I call a total blowout. Yuzu, I'm sorry about your duel. I'm sorry as well about that duel. I know how important it was when I lost. Hey, line up, Yuzu. We just gotta win the next one. Right, so we actually managed to complete that duel on camera without the thing breaking or freezing. So, yeah, that's a plus. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new, so you never miss a video from me. And, well, next time I do one of these videos, I'll be going over some of the other duels. So make sure you look forward to that. But until next time, guys, my name's James Downton. I hope you'll have a brilliant day, and you keep it anime. Bye.